In one word, how would you describe the design of the Redmi A3? Oh, sorry, this is the packaging. Okay, this is the phone. So I'm going to ask again, in one word, how would you describe the design of this phone? Would you say it's okay, it's beautiful, it's just there? Well, if you think it's not okay, then I want you to see the previous designs of the A1 and the A2, and you will agree with me that this design is a huge upgrade. But the truth is, no be design we go chop. So let's actually see what else is new with the Redmi A3. The Redmi A3 comes in two versions. We have the 3 gig and 64 gig storage space that cost about 99,000 naira, and the 4 gigs of RAM, 128 gig of internal storage that cost about 117,000 naira. Of course, this is just a review unit, so it's the 3 gig 64 gig option. But for you, I would advise you get the 4 gig 128 gig option because you can't go wrong with more RAM power and more storage space. You also get different colors to choose from, as you can see on the screen right now, so you don't have to get this midnight black that I have right here. Now the phone is primarily made of plastic, as you would expect, which is fine considering the price point, but I only have qualms with the glossy finishing that it comes with because, like we all know, it attracts everything you don't want. And to make matter worse, there is no case in the box, just the charger, and of course no earpiece also. I don't know, is Xiaomi trying to copy bad behavior? Because right now it seems the definition of budget phones is changing right before our faces. Well, as you already noticed, there is a big camera ring at the rear of this phone. Underneath the phone is a USB Type-C charging port, a single microphone, and at the top you get the speaker opening and the headphone jack. To your right, you see the volume rockers and the power buttons that also do as a fingerprint sensor. It's quite fast when it comes to opening your phone, and then also you get the face unlock option, though it's less secure. To the left of the phone is the SIM card slot that houses dual nano SIM cards, and of course a space for an external storage expansion up to 1 terabyte. Now, performance-wise, the Redmi A3 is not a very snappy phone. It is powered by the MediaTek Helios G36 processor, which is a 12 nanometer octa-core processor that is best only for basic smartphone computing needs, like making and receiving phone calls, browsing the internet, or playing low 3D graphics games. Other than this, trust me, this phone will struggle. In fact, immediately after I set it up, the phone was very unstable and laggy. I experienced a few crashes when I was trying to sign in my Google account into Play Store, and even when I eventually did, I discovered that I could not download some applications like Geekbench and Asphalt 9 into this device. The reason? Like I said before, anything other than basic smartphone operations, this phone will struggle or will not work at all. And also, for better experience, immediately I connected Wi-Fi to this device, I was prompted to download this update you're seeing right now for better stability and also to reduce lags. And truthfully, once I finished downloading and installing the update, the phone was a bit fast and the lags reduced drastically. So don't forget to do the same once you set up your own. And of course, like I said before, don't forget to go for the 4 or the 6 gig RAM version for better experience. You will thank me later. But you can download all of your social media applications like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok without any troubles. But they kind of like buttress the point that I'm trying to make. When it comes to performance, this phone is not up there. It's not like you were expecting it to be up there in the first place. On the display side of things, the Redmi A3 matches its competitors like the Tecno Pop 8 and the Infinix Smart 8. It's a 720 pixel resolution IPS LCD screen with a 90Hz refresh rate and a 6.71 inches screen size. The peak brightness can get up to 480 nits, so it will be fairly usable outdoors. Now, one thing that makes it better than the displays of the Tecno Pop 8 and the Infinix Smart 8 is the fact that it comes with Corning Gorilla Glass 3 protection. So you want to keep that in mind when you're trying to think which one you should get, whether the Redmi A3 or the Infinix Smart 8 or the Tecno Pop 8. Out of the box, the Redmi A3 comes with Android 14, the Go Edition. For those who don't know what the Go Edition means, it's just a slightly toned down version of the main Android 14. And it's for phones that have limited RAM power and processing capabilities. And honestly, like we've already established, there is no better way to describe the Redmi A3. But it's still a good thing to have Android 14 in a low budget phone like this one. So you still have access to premium features like Find My Device, Assistant Go, and according to Google, your apps will open 30% faster. But then, I don't need to tell you that you won't be getting any Android updates on this device. Do I? Now, when it comes to battery and charging, I'm sure you can guess the battery size in this phone. You guessed right. It's a 5000 mAh battery with a 10 watts charger. So you don't get fast charging in here, and I'm sure you weren't expecting it. It takes well over 2 hours to get the phone filled up to 100%. Something you would, however, really enjoy with this phone is that it has a very good and long-lasting battery that can take you a day and even more, obviously depending on how you use it. Now, another thing you don't expect to be mind-blowing when you're talking about this phone is its camera. It has an 8 megapixel camera along with an auxiliary lens and a flashlight for low light photography, obviously. Now, while the pictures you are looking at right now may not be mind-blowing, but when you consider the price of this phone, you agree with me that they are quite impressive. The processing is constant, the colors are sharp, and HDR is very okay. However, I did notice that when it comes to object separation in portrait mode, it's very poor, which is still fine, honestly, if you don't want to forget the price tag of this phone. Now, when it comes to videos, the highest video resolution you can get on this phone is 1080 pixel at 30 frames per second, and this is how the video looks like. Now, switching to the front camera, it's just a 5 megapixel sensor, and I would say the selfies are just okay. Like I will always say, with the price point of this device, you really are not expecting so much when it comes to pictures. And even in the video department, the highest video quality you actually get with the front facing camera is still 1080 at 30 frames per second. So there it is, everything you need to know about this device, the Redmi A3. Give me a like and subscribe to the channel if you really enjoyed this video. Now, here is a video of the Redmi 13C, which I think is next in the ladder of the Xiaomi's budget devices. Click on it if you're interested, and I'll see you over there. Thank you.